Well, welcome back to Dunkirk Dunes. This is U.S.-China Turn 5. And you would have just seen Chaplin's Japan 4. He took Tokyo back. So, and Axis are already actually at 10. That's not a bad place to be. I think they're at 10 victory points. Turn 5. Got his capital back. So this is by no means over. But U.S. had, of course, a ton of money to spend because they had all of Japan's money. I had 131 to spend, and I'm going to spend actually all of it. I'm spending 95 of it here on a factory, 2 artillery, 2 carriers, a tactical bomber, 3 submarines, 2 transports, that's 95. And then I'm spending 36 on a bomber, artillery, 2 infantry, and 2 more transports. That's all 131. And China had 6. They're just going to buy 2 infantry. So I'm going to go ahead and put all of that back. I don't think I'll ever have that much again. Okay. All right. So as far as combats, there's a lot of non-combat. There's some combat going on here. So one of these bombers here in Soviet Far East is going to go 1, 2, 3 into Japan to bomb that factory. And he's going to have, hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. He's going to get shot down. He'll have 3 left, bombing that factory. There are no planes on Japan, so there's no intercept there, no potential for one even. The other one here that's in Soviet Far East, he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 into Shanghai. He'll have 2 left. And the fighter that's here in Hopei is going to come over, 1, 2. He will also have 2 left. And he's going to bomb that factory as well. And here there can be an intercept, and Chaplin is intercepting. So he's going to send up his 3 fighters. It's going to be against my 2. So that's going to be 2 on 3. That'll be interesting. Let's see what happens. Let's see. The rest of those are kind of China movements. And then other combat stuff. So we have these 2 bombers in London, 1 in Scotland. So because there's British air bases in both Scotland and London, and British have radar ATC. And because I'm on that British air base, the US gets the benefit of that added range. So the one from Scotland, 1, 2, 3, 4 into Berlin. Gonna bomb the Berlin factory. The 2 here from London, 1, 2, 3, 4. Same. They all have 4 left. They can just go right back to London. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're going to be trying to bomb the Berlin factory there. The other stuff we got going on here is we've got this transport and cruiser from 106 are coming down to 109. Bring the man and the artillery from Nova Scotia. And those 2 are going to land in Portugal unopposed. I'll just go ahead and flip that now. So I don't know, but I suspect this goes back to Britain. I don't think it's going to go to US. Portugal was British, so I'm going to give that to the British. Let me know if you think that's wrong. I think that's maybe a little unclear in the rule book. So I've got UK up to 38, and it was Germans, so we're going to take Germans down from 56 to 55. And then the other fleet here that's in 101 is also coming over to 91. So we've got the 2 destroyers, the submarine, and 3 transports all coming down. And those 3 transports are going to bring 3 infantry, and they're actually dropping off in Castilla. 2 tanks, and then the artillery, all dropping off into Castilla. And the mech that's already in Gibraltar, he's going to just drive into Castilla. So we've got a battle there. Just 1 German defender. So that is that. I think that's all the combats. Everything else I think is just non-combat. So let's go ahead and roll some of this stuff. Might as well start over here with the Japanese stuff. So let's do Japan factory first. So there is anti-aircraft built into the factory. So hoping I don't get shot down, but here we go. I got shot down. Wouldn't you know? Wouldn't you know? Okay, so that's gone. Okay, let's do factory in Shanghai. So this one, first of all, we've got intercept. So I have 2 dice at 1. Chaplain's going to have 3 dice at 1. So I'll go ahead and roll mine first. Here's my 2. Okay, I missed. Okay, now it's his turn. Okay, he missed. Okay, so now we got to do the built-in anti-aircraft fire for the factory. It's another hit. Look at that. He shot them both down. Okay, so, and I don't think I have the option at that point to take my fighter. I think the fighter has to peel off, you know, before the anti-aircraft fire on the factory engages. Lucky for Chaplin, right there. Both of those bombers have been shot down. No damage on the Japanese factories. Wow. Okay. So hopefully this goes differently over here. So here we've got 3 bombers bombing the the Berlin factory. So I'm going to have 3 anti-aircraft fire on the Berlin factory. Okay, there's nothing there. All right, now we get to roll for damage. I might need some more dice. So I'm going to need 2, 4, 6 dice. Let's just get some of these other dice that we have here. Sorry, I should have pulled all this out ahead of time. That's one thing I didn't plan for. Okay, so 3. There's 6 dice. Okay, so 6 dice for damage on Berlin. Okay, so we've got 6, 10. Here's another 6, 10. So that's 20. I've rolled 25 there. Plus I add 2 for each bomber. So that's 2, 4, 6 more. So 25 plus 6. So there is 31 damage on the Berlin factory. Maybe I'll just, I don't have 31 orange chips, but we'll do some 5s here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and we'll just top it off with an orange. Okay. So, and because these are heavy bombers, the max damage that can be done on a major factory by heavy bombers is 35. So we're at 31. That's different than the out-of-box rules. That's a BBR thing. Okay, so there you go. 31 damage on the Berlin factory. It'd be interesting to see how that affects things. Then these guys are just going to go right back all of them heading back to London. Okay, so we got that. Now let's go ahead and roll. We have one little battle here. So I've got, this is the battle for Castilla. So I've got 1, 2, 3, let's see. I have an infantry artillery at 2 each. I've got 2 tanks. Those are each going to be at 3. And then I've got 3 more at 1. So I've got those 3 infantry and I've got the mechs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice. I just need 1 hit. I got 1 hit. That's all I got. Okay, so the defense is a miss. Okay, so that German guy is coming off. Okay, that's going to become American. So there we go. Okay, and that's worth 1. So let's go ahead and move US up 1 to 53. Germany down 1 to 54. I think everything else is just going to be non-combat stuff, I believe. This mech up here in Scotland is going to drive into Ireland. Make that allied, US allied. The infantry up in Scotland is going to walk down to London. Okay, I think everybody else is staying put. This transport here in 80 is going to go 1, 2 over here into 81. This submarine that's in 37 is going to go 1, 2 up here into 20 to convoy. That seems like maybe the best place to convoy. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 IPCs possible to take away there. So that's what we're going to do. These, let's see. So this, the carrier and cruiser, destroyer, fighter that survived in 16, they're just going to pull back here to Sea Zone 26. They got lucky. Payback, though. I lost 2 of my heavy bombers there. I didn't do any damage on the Japan factories. These 3 fighters in Soviet Far East are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 into Sea Zone 10. And they're actually going to end up on the 2 new carriers that are getting built there. So that's what's happening with those. Okay. Let's see if we got everything moved here. Just going to leave that. I think that's basically it. Let's just place some units. So the factory is going here in Iraq. All of this stuff here is West Coast. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's my kind of maximum build here on the West Coast. Sorry about the tour around the room here. Okay, and then the rest of this stuff all going into Sea Zone 10. Okay. There. And then the rest of this stuff is going to go on the eastern side. So my new heavy bomber And then my 2 infantry. And my artillery. And then my 2 new transports. Okay. I think that's basically it. So let's just do a recap. Let's do the money first, I guess. So US is on 53. I'm going to get 20 in bonuses. I get 5 for Alaska, Aleutians, Hawaii, Johnston, Line Islands. I get 5 for Mexico, Southeast Mexico, Central, and America, West Indies. And then placing 2 in the West and 2 in the East. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20. So I'm on 53, so I'm going to collect 73. So there's 60, 70, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So US is going to have 73. Okay. Real quick, China. China doesn't have any attacks. There's no rolling. This one guy is going to move up into Manchuria. This, since I don't have any heavy bombers, I don't really have to worry about protecting them. This cavalry going to go Shantung and then Anhui. And then everyone else, except for the tank, is going directly into Anhui. The fighter, he can't go into Anhui. So what do I want to do with him? Anyway, the tank's going to go Quichao into Anhui. Take that. So the fighter, what do we want to do with the Chinese fighter? This one guy's going into Shanxi. I think the fighter's going to go there too. Might as well just do that. So China then is going to go up by quite a few here. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whoops. 8. So that's 8 taken away from Japan. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Japan's on 32. China's going to go up 8. So they're on 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're now on 14, along with Italy, I believe. So 14. So they're going to collect their 14. 10. There's 13. We'll use one of these. 14. Okay. 14. They have their 2 that they get to place. So where do we want to put those guys? I'm thinking I probably want to put them. I can put them in a place I just captured, so I'm going to put them in Anhui. Okay. That basically does it. Let's just do a recap. So we've got Western U.S., 2 infantry, 2 artillery, 2 anti-aircraft guns, C-Zone 10, 2 carriers, 3 fighters, and a tactical bomber, 2 transports, and 3 submarines. In C-Zone 26, we've got a carrier with a fighter. We've got a cruiser and a destroyer. Yep. Let's see. C-Zone 20, I've got a submarine on convoy duty. I'll do China at the end. Oh, we have this U.S. fighter. He's just going to land. He can't land in Anhui because it wasn't under their control. He had 2 left. He's got to go back. Let's see. He had 2 left. Yeah. I think he's going to go Hopei. I think that's what I'll do. He's going to go in Hopei. Let's see. So U.S., I've got 2 infantry and a factory now in Iraq. I've got a transport in C-Zone 81. In Castilla, I've got 3 infantry, a mechanized infantry, an artillery, and 2 tanks. Gibraltar, I've got 2 infantry. Portugal, I've got an infantry and artillery. C-Zone 91, I've got a submarine. I have 4 transports, 2 destroyers, and a cruiser. C-Zone 101, I've got 2 transports. Eastern U.S., I've got 2 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 bomber, 1 anti-aircraft gun. In Ireland, I've got 1 mechanized infantry. And then in London, I have an infantry, 2 mechanized infantry, and 3 bombers. And I think that's it for US. On to UK. Oh, let me do the China recap real quick. So China has 1 infantry and a fighter in Shanxi. And in Anhui, they have 6 infantry, a cavalry, an artillery, and a tank. All right. Thanks for watching.